All right, cool. So we're back in my, what is this? This is my, no, this is a dining room. This is my dining room. I never ever actually sit here. Aside from, shooting a podcast yesterday with Brandon Olds, but we're back here. I have the new Parallel Boys, two of them, Ian and Jared, across from me. I'm going to be running around taking care of my daughter while they chat about some stuff. But just want to thank once again to Podcast Republic for sponsoring my podcast. Really great app. There's over 1 million downloads, 60,000 reviews. They've been so gracious to feature my podcast. So if you're listening from Podcast Republic, thank you. I hear my daughter crying, so I'm going to hand the mic over to Jared and Ian. They're going to introduce themselves and kind of share their story of how they got into cinematography in Kamloops. They kind of popped up around a time when there wasn't a lot of players in Kamloops. For the most part, it was Joy Factory and a few others. But now they've come in strong. They've come back from a big tour in India, making a lot of great content. Now they're back for the summer to make some money, to shoot some weddings, to shoot a lot of promos you probably have seen, but you wouldn't have known. But here they are. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks, Nevin. My name's Jared, and this is Ian. He'll introduce himself, too.
I'm Ian.
Yeah,
Right.
That's Ian. Oh, yeah, you have a mic, too.
Yeah, I have one, too.
So yeah, it's their first time being on a podcast show. This is pretty exciting. And Nevin's a great dude already to meet. So we're excited about this. But yeah, we're new Parallel. And yeah, I'll let you take it off, Ian, because...
Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know. I guess the way we started was... we actually met each other when we were, in kindergarten.
Ian was actually my first best friend ever.
Yeah.
You guys are still best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because it comes full circle because when in kindergarten, I just moved to Kamloops, and then I vividly remember this guy being he was my actual first friend I've ever had in my life, best buddy too. And then he left, right? You left a little bit after
man.
that.
I was everywhere for elementary school, 3 different elementary schools. And yeah, I came from Saskatchewan, came here when I was 4 and went to Packway, met this dude here, and then just sent it to South Sahali Elementary, and then McGowan for the rest, and then
we linked up again back when we were 15, 16. We worked at Tobiano Golf Course there, outside services, so I ended up, it just came full circle. We just became really good buddies again, and then it just kind of came off from there.
Yeah.
What was the... Here, I'll lead
sorry.
in now. What was the first video you guys worked on together?
First video, Tobiano.
Yeah, so we were working at Tobiano, and my dad got this drone. He bought this drone for himself, and I was like, that's sweet. I like that drone. And then Jared was doing some marketing stuff for Tobiano at the time, social media, Instagram, stuff like that. And I was like, man, I got a drone. We should make a cool video for Tobiano. You're doing the marketing, so we should do something cool. So we just got the drone out there. We just we got free golf, so we can just go out there whenever we want. And we went out there and just shot a video. Threw it together, knew nothing about editing, knew nothing about filming, just did it. And it was a sick video. We still love the video. And Tobiano loved it, and we were like, okay, we can maybe do something here. Because I've always wanted to start a business, even out of high school, I was thinking, right out of the gate, I was thinking business opportunities. My dad got this drone, I was just like, I'm just gonna snipe that and just start this, right?
Totally.
So yeah, we thought that would be a cool idea. We thought we could do it,
So you were 15. You started getting clients. Was that kind of your
17?
17.
Yeah.
So
16, 17.
Yeah.
You didn't do any video work, no YouTube, playing around at that point. It was literally you had an opportunity and you took it.
Kind of, yeah. Just to add to Ian's story, Ian's always kind of had an entrepreneurial mindset. He just kind of he's always wanted to start kind of a company. Just like your dad and stuff too, just kind of in the blood, and I personally haven't really. I'm just open to opportunities, I guess, which I guess is kind of entrepreneurial still, just seeing opportunity, kind of doing something about it, or at least trying it.
Yeah, you have to. If you see a gap
Yeah.
Right? You go try and plug it, right? And if you're not the one to plug it, someone else will, right?
Exactly,
so, if I didn't jump on the podcasting train, who knows? You guys could have jumped in on there, and but I think there's so much opportunity for anyone to jump on in, right? Like it's digital. There really isn't just a gap, right? Anyone can have an opportunity at this point.
Just gotta make it, man.
Yeah, and so tell us a little bit about India. Like, why did you go to India? What did you do there? What was the purpose, and what are we going to see come out of it?
Well, we've always kind of like wanted to experience something different in travel and stuff. And Sumail, the guy that's with us as well, he's not here right now, but he's actually from India. Mm-hmm. So we met him at TRU, and he's just doing, I think he's in third year business now. And we were just like considering just doing like a little travel excursion, and he was like, just come to India. So we were like, we were just like, okay. And we just bought the tickets, and then next thing you know, we were like, I literally didn't, like, I remember not even packing till like 10 p.m. like the night before we left. Like we just went, and it was just like, and like a big reason why we went too is because we really wanted to just like have the opportunity to just capture like really cool content, maybe do something about it.
Yeah, I think we loved like the business. We love like doing this is like our passion every day. Mm-hmm. But like we don't want it to like hold us back from like going out there and traveling, like I think that's a huge
keeps the doors open.
I think it's a big I think it's huge to travel. Like I think everyone should go do it because like it really opens your eyes. I mean, like we dropped in at like I've done quite a bit of traveling like previously, but this first time it was just kind of with my buddies, and we just dropped in India, and it was just like completely different world. Like we're on the subway station, like different smells, the man. Like million you can see a million people with your eyes.
Yeah.
Like
is there one moment that is just burned into all your guys' mind of like, wow, we're doing this. This is the moment that captures our whole trip.
Ooh. Well, I think like starting off, like there probably is, but I think starting off, like we were on this like this is just kind of weird, but we were on this malaria medication, and it was like making us feel kind of like drowsy, kind of low, like just kind of out of sorts.
Yeah.
And then we got to India, and then Sumail was just like, okay, let's go. Like we just did like 20 hours of flying, and Sumail was just like, okay, let's go check out the town, let's go get some drinks, and we were kind of feeling like not very good, and we got on the subway, and it was just like, I think we were just like, oh, we're in India for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Like we
it finally hit you. It's like, oh, I have a daughter. Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those things where it just happens. You're like, oh my god, it just kind of hits you. But like it was like the beauty of it was we had no expectations. Like we just went and just kind of like did it. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that almost like opened the opportunity just to like capture anything we see, because we had like no biases, no expectations. It was just like so new and like so fresh and like so crazy different. But like I remember we went to bed, like we had a little nap, and we woke up and we're like, okay, I feel good, and then we looked out the window, we're like, oh yeah, we're like,
goodness, we're in India.
Yeah.
Like, we woke up, we're like, and wake up, you're just like, oh,
and we're in Delhi too, which is just like
gnarly,
like there's like 20 million people just in that place alone. Like it was so packed, it was insane.
Well, you guys came back to Kamloops at a time when it seems like the film industry is just set to rocket. You got Peter Cameron Inglis and Mastermind putting in that new that studio, all the big Hollywood execs, people that are trying to attract here, whatever be.
Yeah,
as a smaller content creator, where do you see yourself fit into this new burgeoning film industry in Kamloops?
That's a good question. You like bounce off this too, Ian, but like I think a huge gap that we can continue to try to fill is like just really working with companies intimately, and just seeing out their goals and their brands, and seeing how we can help them communicate that, and just really bring like a really true, captivating message to like the audiences that can resonate with it. Because there's like everyone provides value. It's just about like showing it and like captivating in a way that like creates emotion.
Yeah, I just think we just bring a unique flavor to the game. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I think there's room for everybody, especially in the video game. Like there's companies
course
who are looking for specific style. You know, every company brings a different style. We're not necessarily focusing on our business is less local and more so we advertise throughout all of BC.
Okay.
So we kind of just take in like business everywhere from BC.
Bringing those dollars to Kamloops. I love it.
Yeah,
love
yeah.
It.
So
bring that money, man. We need it here.
It's basically just like we wanna really focus on that and like double down on doing work that like we actually enjoy doing, not just any promotional work. That kind of sounds. It's just we have a specific style, and that's kind of what we bring. I don't know if you've seen our videos, but that's.
Oh no, I've definitely checked you out.
Yeah.
And, you have the. You see flavors of the cold element. What's his first name?
Colder, Sam Colder.
Yeah, Sam Colder, right?
Yeah.
It comes out, but it's cool. It tells a story. I remember, I think it was you guys. You did a drone shot with like a Ford F-150 or something. Was that you guys? Yeah, and that was
way long ago.
Way long ago. But my wife was she's on maternity leave now, but she was the marketing person for KFL. I'm like, Kayla, you got to reach out to them. Look at this shot. Like, look at this shot. You want to get permission to regram this shot.
Yeah.
But I think we're definitely in an interesting place where we're gonna see more hyper local influencers pop up. You guys included. Brandon and I were chatting about Brandon Old's Bottle Rocket. We're chatting about that. How are you guys working with the local Instagram community, or are you working with the local Instagram community to kind of make more content, or are you focusing solely on your kind of client-based work at this moment?
Yeah, I think during this time, like, we're super focused on client-based work just because it's like popping right now. Like it's kind of summer. People are wanting videos. They're wanting business. I think more during the winter, we were more involved with kind of the Instagram community, the social media community. Mm-hmm. Although, like, I don't think is it that big in Kamloops? Like, there's a couple. There's like Sherry.
Yeah.
King, who has like 200,000.
Who's Sherry King?
Yeah, Sherry King. Girl on the Go, I think it is.
Girl? Oh, yes.
Yeah, Girl on the Go.
I'm familiar with her. Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, she has quite a bit of following.
But man, like
a big part of speaking of Instagram stuff is there's like so many people out there that like share similar like mindsets and like similar kind of like creative visions and stuff like that. So like, and especially Vancouver. So we've been trying to reach out to them too, and just seeing like just building relationships with these guys, like really good videographers and people interested in the same field, because like I think that's huge. It's just like who you know and who you connect with, and like I mean you relate too, right? Like
totally.
Yeah.
Well, like the reason why we went with Danny Easton of East to West production for our wedding video was, I went to school with her sister.
Yeah.
And I was adamantly against getting a video done actually for my wedding, because I was broke and I didn't have the money, and I was like, but what she pulled together, right? Like it's astounding, right? And I definitely watch it more than I look at the pictures these days. The story that she was managed to pull out of it. And, I guess as storytellers, how you guys find the story? Do you find it before you press record, or are you finding it during it? What's your guys' tactic to pull the story out when you're working with clients?
Good question. I would definitely say usually a lot of times it's after, because you just like get in the moment and you get the shots that you find, and then like at the end you kind of like you think of the vibe that like came with that, and then you like adjust accordingly. But when you do it before, it is better. I would have to say it's better, because like you have this creative vision in mind, and then you can like execute.
Yeah, because now since we're getting kind of like bigger contracts and stuff like that, like it's not just, you can't just go out there willy-nilly and just point the camera and just hope that something cool is gonna happen.
Yeah. Like
we come in with like when we send proposals, we read a storyboard, and then we kind of think about like what we want this video to look like, what message we want it to give, what emotion it's gonna incite, I guess. But now it's kind of more calculating, since the things are kind of higher budget now.
Yeah.
But when we kind of just make like the
Like
India
weddings
video,
in
like
India,
India
yeah.
video, for example, we just go out there, like we just shoot and like we just make something happen. Because like it's a little difficult to just go out there and know what you're gonna shoot because you're dealing with like the external factors like living there, you know, like there's just so much to it, so you can't just kind of be prepared for that. But yeah, that's kind of like for a travel videos stuff like that, like it's just go out there, shoot, and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely like travel and wedding and stuff. But yeah, definitely for the productions, for sure, you got to do a little bit of planning, and that's the best too, because like when you're organized, you have so much more time to be creative.
Totally. Well, we're at the 15-minute mark, which is normally where I kind of wrap things up. Guys, thanks for coming and chatting with me. I truly appreciate it. I think we're gonna see a lot more videos. Something like 90% of content pretty soon is going to be video, and I think you guys are kind of positioned really well, especially in Kamloops because it's affordable.
And podcasts.
Podcasts are they're going to double. It's 24% of Canadians listen to podcasts right now, and
No kidding.
yeah, so a surprising amount.
That's huge.
But there's currently no way to really know, where to find Canadian podcasts or really have the social part of that. So I'm working on kameo.ca. That will be my next project after I kind of figure this one out.
Sweet.
But thank you for coming and chatting with me and whatnot. Could I just have Brandon did this at the end, was he just shared some words that he wanted people to keep in mind, and so I'd like each of you to kind of share your own thing that you want people to remember moving forward, whether it be Kamloops related, film related, how to get involved in the film community, whatever it be. Just put something out there to record it, archive it, and see where it takes you.
Okay, yeah. So I think like a big thing is you need to actually, like, this is cliche, but you need to actually, you gotta love making stuff. You gotta love it. Like, you can't, it's tough to just go, we wouldn't be here if we didn't actually love making videos. You gotta put passion into every project you make. And I don't think it's enough to just be like, to just say that you wanna start a business, you wanna make money by making videos. I think you really need to have a passion for it, and I think you'll succeed if you can do that. So yeah.
And yeah, for my peace of mind, this would kind of relate to just anyone, like if you're a videographer, if you're entrepreneur, business owner, or just like want to play piano or something. It's just like my bottom line is like what I've learned from this, and like we always continue to kind of like push ourselves with, is just be open to opportunity. Like, just try stuff. Doesn't matter if you're good at it, doesn't matter if you know anything at the start, just do it. Like, that's the best way to learn, just doing it. Yeah. That's how we started this, and we're doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm really excited about the wave of young entrepreneurs we're seeing in Kamloops right now, because there's that old boys club mentality in Kamloops, and we need some young guns to change it and to really mold Kamloops into the city that we know it can become. And I think you guys are going to be a huge part of that. So thank you for meeting with me. Looking forward to seeing all your future projects drop. Where can people find you? What's the easiest place to connect if they have questions or want to hire you guys?
Yeah, so www.newparallelproductions.com, very long. New Parallel on Instagram, and then
Facebook is just New Parallel Productions.
Yeah, facebook.com/New Parallel. YouTube,
Vimeo,
New
all
Parallel,
the same.
man.
Yeah.
You're out there.
Keep the brand consistent, man.
If people want to find you, they can find you. Well, awesome.
Yeah.
I'll leave it there, guys, and thank you so much for meeting with me this Saturday morning.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Cheers.
All right.